This video is intended for mature audiences only. There will be cussing, swearing, partial nudity, and comic books.
Welcome to Centauri Stir Fry. How the heck are you? I hope you guys are being excellent to each other out there. Today, we've got a new statue, probably the first new statue of 2020, and I forgot that I pre-ordered it. Honestly, pretty awesome. Kind of surprised me and my wife. She was surprised too, and a little let down. But anyway, we got the designer series from DC Collectibles. This is Frank Miller's Batman from the Dark Knight. This is from issue number 2, which I have right here. Bam! One of my favorite Frank Miller covers for sure. This is issue number 2. This is when Carrie Kelly becomes the new Robin. When you first get into comics, whatever, first want to read Batman, it's like, that's one of the first things people recommend. It's like Watchmen, Dark Knight Returns. And I know people always make the comparisons and everything, but I really don't think they're the same thing. It's just like a time when they came out and how they represented a change in a more serious tone with more, I guess, mainstream heroes. But I think it's just like, it kind of stepped it up just a notch, and people always blame it for being dark and starting this whole dark era of comics, but I don't know if that's entirely true. I mean, I think right now is the dark era of comics. They're expensive, and most of them suck. This was the greatest moment in comics. The late 80s, mid 80s, that was the best. Leading up into the 90s with Youngblood, I mean, come on, things only got better. For me, it's still one of my favorite Batman stories to this day. It still holds up to me. I think it's awesome. I mean, sure, you know, Superman looks like Ronald Reagan. What are you going to do? Frank Miller's just having a little fun. But I think it's just so cool. And there are so many quotable moments in there. This ain't no mud hole. This is an operating table. And I'm the surgeon. Crack! That time he beats the crap out of that nipple-hard mutant with all those crazy piercings. Slice and dice. By the way, it's the weekend, it's after 5. Oh, I don't know. It could be Tuesday. Anyway, this is a cool cover, cool statue, and so far my experience with this designer series has been pretty positive. All of the DC designer series have looked exceptionally good, and they look a lot like the art. I think it's some of their best work. And that's one of my favorite things about DC Collectibles. I like the Batman black and white line for the same reasons. They do a really good job of getting the right sculptor for that artist and just bringing it to life, just giving you something you can hold from like a favorite cover or a favorite artist. They do a really good job of translating that from page to sculpt. Anyway, let's open this bad boy up. Let's look at it. It's pretty sweet. Who doesn't love the Dark Knight Returns? Alright. Feels good. That's what it looks like. These are 6 scale figures. Probably get these for like around $100 or whatever. But they're really heavy. They're really solid. It's pretty high quality for what you're getting, I suppose. We got a little bit of sweatshop dust on there. Nothing to worry about. Just kind of wipe that off. I always lick these little silica packets for good luck. The DC designer series, Frank Miller, Batman from the Dark Knight Returns. Next, do the Blackest Night Batman Pop. Oh yeah, sculpted by Jonathan Matthews. It's freaking awesome. It's freaking sweet. It's one of my favorite Batman covers of all time, and I think it's one I think it's reached classic cover heights, if you ask me. It's been redone and paid homage to by many greats like Todd McFarlane over the years. It's just great. And this is when he's filling up the entire comic page of issue number 2. He's all beat up. There's wrinkles everywhere. His old suit is just tore to hell. Man, the mutant leader really got the best of him. He's crouched in a very, very strange position. You know, like he's on the toilet, you know? Like if you have a little toy Barbie doll toilet and put it under there, it'd be hilarious. But lots of detail so far. Lots of really cool detail. And like I said, 6 scale, but he's hunched over into like a ridiculous I'm in the woods and I have to relieve myself kind of pose. Cape looks good. I think it looks awesome. And I think the lights are kind of just a little bit too bright in here, but it's actually a slightly darker blue. I love the way this looks. I think the head sculpt is really amazing. It definitely looks like the big burly, I'm 55 years old, I'm just not going to take it anymore. Get off my lawn. Alright, here's the lower portion of the statue. It looks really cool. Very, very close to the artwork, and I really appreciate that. I think it looks great, and the boots are all nice and wrinkled. This was a very wrinkly statue. Let's just say that. It's great. Again, some of the paint is probably like weak in some areas. Probably could have used some more shading. Here we go. We got the back side of it. Look, he's got little shorts on, and they definitely look like they're filled up with something. I think when you reach a certain age and you want a crime fight, I think it's better safe than sorry. You're gonna put some diapers on. The old Dark Knight here is prepared for anything. Bruce Wayne is prepared for everything. You don't just stake out on top of a skyscraper without being prepared. So you know that he's wearing diapers, and no one wants to go through the embarrassment of having a big old noticeable wet spot on their bum. Nope. And Bruce Wayne is the type of guy who prepares for everything. There you go. He's got these big gloves, these big gauntlets, the cool spines on the side of them. I really liked what Frank Miller did with those spines. And basically, the overall design for Batman, according to Frank Miller, is to make him wider and shorter. So you got small, like shorter ears, but they're wider. He's got a bigger chin. He's got a smaller nose. The spines on the gloves are shorter but wider. So everything is supposed to give you that just big, stocky, rough and tumble brawler look. He's not going to be flipping around as much. He's going to be just punching you directly into the nose, trying to break it. And there's the the belt. I think the belt is probably a weird color for me. I think they tried to dim it down a little bit, and that's not just the... And I think this camera's probably like making it seem brighter than it actually is, but it actually is like a mustard. But it's really kind of hard to see, and I think the brutalness of the statue kind of avert your eyes from that weird color choice. It almost looks like... Oh, I hate to say it, but my first thought, it kind of looks like some Franken beans have been caught in a zipper, to tell you the truth. That's what it looks like to me. And I hate to go there. Maybe that's inappropriate, but that's my first thought. I just got chills. Ooh, his shoulders are all jacked up. He's ripped up. More wrinkles. The profile of his face. Look at that. Oh, those muscles. They're all big and beat up and just worn out looking. And then you got another slash mark. He's cut up everywhere. He's got one on the thigh, one on the knee, one on the shoulder. And then when we get to the bat symbol into there, which is almost kind of difficult to see, but it looks great. It just actually looks like it's been cut, like the mutant leader's nails went right into his chest and gripped it. And that's the mutant leader's butt kicking that he served up to old Bruce Wayne, who got a little cocky in his old age. Now, the star of the show is definitely this freaking head sculpt. Man, dude, look at that freaking... It's just like, he's in pain, but he's also smiling about it. Like, this was one sadistic son of a gun. Like, he came out of retirement for one reason, and that's to kick ass and take names. And sometimes, he's going to take a little ass kick himself. You think he's going to stop? No, he's not going to stop here. He's just going to escalate. I love that look on his face. Just like, I could never tell as a kid if it's a smile or if it's just like, yes, I'm back. This is what I was meant to do. I was meant to do this because I'm one crazy rich mother effer. I love that. Like all the wrinkles in the brow and everything. It's just so freaking cool, man. I really dig this statue. I think they knocked it out of the park. I love this thing. It's not too expensive, and it's something that if you're a fan of Frank Miller or you're a fan of Batman, that this thing delivers easily for me. So I'm very, very happy with this. I think it's a killer piece. Man, the look on his face is just so like, oh yeah. Is that all you got? Oh, coming back. I'm gonna come back for more, punk. Oh, get off my lawn. That's gonna do it for this statue review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I think it's an awesome piece. Get it, guys, if you're a fan. Remember, spade new your pets, and Magneto was right. We'll see you next time. Need more prunes.